And the podcast is ready to go with all these notifications. Nick off. Go away. Right, that's ready to go. Double header. I'm aiming for a double header. My big legs are showing on the what's it called? The camera one. Okay. I can't see what's happening on the live one because I can't see it from the other thing. Anyway, so a double header is to be attempted. David Sinclair and extreme bodies or something like that for what's it called? Not a good start. Lucky it's live. Imagine if it was going to be this clumsy on the recorded one, which I'd never edit anyway. So extreme bodies and David Sinclair. David Sinclair first up and go double header. Right, here we go. Hello, Steve here. Welcome to Real Health. Oh dear, who'd have thought? Who'd have thunk? Who'd have realised? Who'd have studied for? Who'd have credentialed towards? Who'd have researched about? Who'd have stumbled upon? That's my category. That real health is about what we're eating, how we digest, how we absorb, what we do eat. And many would say, vegan men. Others would say, carnivore. Others would say, keto, intermittent fasting. What other bloody variations are there out there? Well, let me tell you, in my humble opinion, not so humble, actually. Keto 44. Keto, not the best branding, but keto as in dairy and dairy, eggs and meats are the way to go. And the 44 part, well, firstly keto, while I'm at it, I may as well quickly go through the shtick for the one-off listeners, viewers, where I assume that this will be a one-off for 90% of people. I get it. This sounds nuts, but let's compare notes with your best guru in 30 years, 7 years, I don't know, pick a time. So, and also today you've clicked on it, it's about David Sinclair today, the guru, David Sinclair. Longevity, ooh, who's going to live longer? The guru or the schmuck? This schmuck here. So, Keto 44, I've upped my keto calories to 90%-ish. Some months back I did my own numbers and it was 80%. I've increased my eggs, cheese, some dairy, probably a serve every 2 weeks more of meat and less of my corn and rice type grains, which is less and less. Is it intended? No, not really. Just thought I'd add more keto. Let's see. And also, I guess the protein would come in handy. 7, 8 months of going to the gym, and there's a recomposition going, I must say. I put on probably a couple of kilos. I'm 90 or 91 kilograms now, and less body fat. Yes, it's tried. I only do 20 minutes in the gym. Those snoops out there that you can do entry and exit data if you want. Do a investigation, a private eye investigation into my exit and entries, and even video coverage and what I do in the gym, which is pretty much 20 minutes. So with the keto, I've mentioned the keto. What's the 44 part? Well, the 44 is eliminating 4 categories of foods. Yes, eliminate nutritionists and dietitians alike. You can't restrict. You better restrict the gluten, which is preventing you from absorbing the micronutrients that we all need daily for the rest of our life. Not just it's not available in our food if we're not supplementing. That's the second 4 of the 44. But with the first 4 of the 44, eliminate gluten, which is wheat, barley, rye, and oats. If you don't eliminate that, you won't be absorbing because it's going to continue damaging the villi in your small intestine. Gluten, even from 150, 200 years ago, There's some thoughts that modern gluten and GMOs is worse. No, even 200-year-old gluten has the same amount of gluten in it, damaging the villi in our small intestine, and that goes for the last 5,000 years of human history. So, how does it do it? Well, pro-inflammatory cytokines damages the villi. We go from a shag pile, age 5, to a hose, just water going through the hose. By the time we're 60, probably absorbing 1, 2, 3% of the micronutrients that we do get access to, and it's not dependable. That's why we might be burying our kids. If you don't get it, this might be the first generation or the first, boomers, Gen X, millennial, Gen Z, whatever, however you want to define the generations. Gen Z may end up burying their children. That's how bad, in my opinion, not humble, real serious opinion is getting. Okay. So, wheat, barley, rye, and oats. Gluten gone, oil's gone, which is burnt animal fat, fried food, and all oils in a bottle, including that olive oil, out of the contest. Okay. That's what's providing, or not providing, giving us the cardiovascular issues, atherosclerosis, and the like. That creates trans fats, heterocyclic amines, and acrylamides in our circulatory system. Combine that with the sugars, number 3 out of that first 4, including fruit. The sugars in the fruit is giving us our dangerous cholesterol levels. Yes, that's why vegans still have cholesterol issues. It's not genetic. It's not genetic. And number 4 is the nitrites, which is the new carcinogen in town. Worse than sitting is the new smoking, and worse than smoking. Okay? There's a lot more 80-year-old smokers out there than there are 50-year-old smokers dying of emphysema. Let's face it. Look around. Okay? And the people that are eating the nitrites, mainly found in the processed meats, bacon. Yes, bacon. Carnivore people. Oh, the carnivore people are getting cancer. Well, processed meats. Ham, bacon, pastrami, spam, corned beef, all that shite out. Okay. And the second 4, the 44, is supplementing. We need 90 declared essential micronutrients, which is the 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 2 essential fatty acids. That's the 90 declared essential micronutrients that we require, those 4 categories: the minerals, vitamins, amino acids, essential fatty acids. Those 4 categories we need daily and for the rest of our life. And that's what I'm doing. Let's compare notes, which brings me and us to reviewing David Sinclair. I subscribe to his podcast channel. It's not active. I thought, what's going on? I read a recent article, GQ. A few questions were asked, and most of this is based on what I know from that article, but I'm also aware of David Sinclair being one of the gurus which have been followed by other PhD popular media, social media presenters out there, like the Andrew Hubermans, the Rhonda Patricks, and who else? People that are attempting all this longevity stuff. What's some of the names out there? Peter Attia, and the $2 million a year expenditure on longevity. Anderson, was it? I did an episode on him, plus I added him into another cheeky episode about frugivores and breatharians as well. Anderson. Sorry. Okay, I won't think any more until all of a sudden it comes out, and then I'll say it. Anyway, so, right, so David Sinclair, he's 53 or 54 in this GQ article, and I've heard him say it before. my cell age, my chronological age is 54, but my cell age and my genetics and my physiology indicates a decade less. Why can't I just say 43? Anyway, so who creates these parameters of your physiology is now a decade under what your chronological age is? Who sets these parameters? Whoever wants to hack my Apple Watch data, just hack it and weep with my heart rate and ECG. What else is on there? Oxygen saturation in the blood. What else do they monitor, or can they monitor on those devices? Anyway, so whoever wants to hack that, let's have a look. What's my resting heart rate? Resting heart rate today. If resting heart rate, okay, I've looked up resting heart rate. 4 minutes ago, 72. Oh no! And it's 73 now, and resting heart rate today, 52. Well, I'm used to seeing it at like 48. I've seen it as 45, 50 and 49, that sort of thing. So it's in, yeah. But I've been up and about most of the day today as well. So not much resting, perhaps. So, yeah, there's, that's not in, it's a bit blurry, but anyway. Go on. So, David Sinclair was asked, what's your regimen? And straight away, when I saw the word vegan, shit. Plus, he travels with this dietitian. I forget it. It's a her. I wonder if he's a bit cheeky with her as well. Traveling with the dietitian, and half a suitcase is filled with supplements. So supplements, yes, good that he's supplementing. But if his supplements are a bunch of pills and whatnot, I'll accept an attempt at getting essential fatty acids in a pill form. Longevity has theirs where the oil will not be rancid. It's injected via, is it hydrogen? And it won't be rancid when you do take it. But with all the other classes of micronutrients, it's in powder form and liquid, colloidal means, particularly with the minerals. So I'm not sure what he's taking, but he indicates that he drinks tea throughout the day. He intermittent fasts. I thought, another red flag. Are you kidding me? He mentioned something about falling off the wagon. He has the occasional French fry. I try and work out, what's this trying business? If I had my way, no. I feel so good. That's why I do go to the gym, for that short time every day. But it's not essential. I've got a whole series on this channel, actually. Don't exercise. It's not essential. As long as you get all those micronutrients. For about a year, I was sedentary. And in that first year when I started my Keto 44, I effectively, well, from the top, but since I started longevity, I lost nearly 60 kilograms, more than 50, that's for sure. It was around 60 kilos pickles I overshot. And I thought, a bit too scrawny there. So I didn't even actually, it was just an overshoot. I didn't even actually, I did a test. I increased my calorie intake by 30%-ish. And yes, I And that's why I had this particular episode where there's a lag in things, because I tested it for a month, maybe 6 weeks. Was it 6 weeks? Doesn't feel like it, but anyway, I put on probably a couple of kilograms. But when I stopped, it kept on going for the next month or two, and it was like a 5 kilogram increase. And then after that, while taking away that 30% extra calories in that test, we kept on climbing for a month or 6 weeks, right? I thought that was odd, and yeah, just because I with that increase in calories, people would have thought, oh yes, I can increase calories. I didn't need to, and I effectively forced myself sometimes to eat. So I just pegged it back, and that 5 kilo example pegged back down, and yeah, I sat at around 88 until even a few months ago. I was 88, between 88 and 90, and now I'm sort of 91, 92. A bit of muscle gain. I certainly haven't put on fat. Let me tell you, I can feel myself. No, a couple of weeks back, or a few weeks, I don't know what it was. I did another one of those Jackson Pollock. Jackson Pollock. That sounds like an author. Anyway, a pinch test, 4 site, 7 site, I did, and came out to 7.75% body fat without doing that much. It's pretty good, pretty good. Anyway, so David Sinclair, he, what else? He's not too confident in his regimen. I try this, I try that. That's what comes to mind in that, particularly in that GQ article. I get this. I have a couple of spoonfuls of yogurt in the morning with a bit of warm water and lemon juice as an oral care thing. I haven't brushed my teeth in 15 months. That's another guinea pig test. See how I go on that. Watch this space. And he said that some of that yogurt that he just had hasn't broken his fast. Are you kidding me? You just had at least probably 100 calories of yogurt and it hasn't broken your fast? Are you kidding me? Are you? No, it hasn't broken your... It has broken your fast. And what else? He does acknowledge some cardio and weightlifting. Oh, since the pandemic, I got some weights in my room and traveling. I do what I can. Fine. So you see, even the PhDs and the gurus, they've got this in their psyche. We've all got it in our psyche. I had it in my psyche 3 years ago, where energy in, energy out, calories in, calories out. You know, by counting your calories and counting your calories out, 100% off, 100% off. You could be out by 200% in your calorie counting pursuits, because we underestimate the calories that we're taking in up to 100%. Like there was a study, men were underestimating by 10% and women are underestimating our average of 50 to 60%. Ooh. And our calculations of exercise-based calories out part was up to 100% out. So in effect, if you 100% that, 100% that, you could be out by 200%. And we don't quite understand calories. Yes, there are calorie counts, and on the information, product information, nutritional information on our packets of food, and we look up My Fitness Tracker and all that, and we have we put it in, bingo bongo, 1900 calories today. Excellent. I didn't go over my 2000 and all this sort of stuff. And then all of a sudden, 6 months down the track, sometimes I go 1800 today, 2050 that day, 1905 that way. And then you've put on a pound. Well, let me tell you what's going on there. Micronutrient deficiencies. And if you're going through life just ploughing through your cravings, hunger and cravings, and by sheer willpower, well, you're micronutrient deficient. And to continue with Dave Sinclair, he's got 3 or 4 years on me, and he's got a new podcast on the go and a new show somewhere. He's going to be even more famous. And let me tell you, let me suggest, let's look us both up in 30 years, see if either or both of us are still alive, how he functions versus how I function. Let's see who is doing better. Oh, you got better genes. You want to? I should show you. I've shown you my genes in the past, and they weren't pretty. Pre 3 years ago, even I've got even a video of my big fat head 3 years ago of me presenting this, and by my big fat head presenting this, I am now a skinnier head, and that is the conviction that I had, and this is the conviction going forward. As long as I get access to all my micronutrients and stay off the first 4 of the 44, those elimination of 90% of the supermarket, those 4 categories of food, the gluten, the oils, sugars, nitrates, nitrites, I'll be like this forever. How about that as a promise for whoever would like to do this? You know how those people say, like and subscribe. Don't like, don't subscribe to this. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. This is out there. If it resonates, so may well it resonate with anyone out there. Look me up and this and that. Website on the show notes, my endorsements, what I do, all the episodes that I comment on. Take it or leave it. I don't care if I don't have any followers, but it's in the nutritional sphere. If it takes, it takes. If it doesn't, I'll just keep on going while everyone else drops dead of all the people that I'm reviewing. The last one was Judy Cho, Dave Sinclair now. What else can I add with Dave Sinclair? Just like with everybody else, especially Andrew Huberman, he's stabbing in the dark. Poor bugger. And it doesn't look the most... I'm not one to suggest pictures of health in the next... This is part of a double header, this episode, and the next episode is about gym rats. All those fit gym people. Yes, I'm one. 20 minutes, don't even think that counts as a gym rat, but Dave Sinclair, for a Freudian slip, longevity, what I take, a longevity guru, Dave Sinclair, maybe he should look better than he does at his vintage of 50. Is he 54 yet? Don't know. In 2023 that I'm recording this, and live to the live people. For someone that lifts weights and has weights in their bedroom and whatnot, shouldn't you look a bit more fitter than you are now, Dave Sinclair? Don't know. He's got a sedentary look about him, sort of skinny neck and fairly slender, and he's got an aging sort of face. Yes, I probably have an aging face. I'm 50, just for comparison's sake. And what else can I say about Dave Sinclair? He pretty much, so he intermittent fasts. He eats in the evening, which poo-poos all over the don't eat pre-bed a few hours, all that sort of thing. He sleeps 6 hours a night. I probably sleep, recently, I have 2 shifts of sleep, like sleep for a couple of hours, and then I'm up for 3 hours, and then I sleep for another 3 hours after that. That used to be a thing. First sleep, second sleep. There used to be diaries referencing first sleep, second sleep. back in the day before um, electricity, cheaper lighting and that and the like. Yeah, people used to go to bed at 8 o'clock, wake up at 11, go back to sleep 1 or 2 o'clock, and wake up to milk the cows at 5. So that's the sort of thing I'm doing at the moment. Um, which there's a fixation with Dave Sinclair. He's also got this fixation of we got this whole thing 8 hours. We need 8 hours. No, we don't all need 8 hours. Yes, in episodes past, I have this idea where we're not all created um, uh, unequal with health and genes and all that. We are very, very, very equal in health, in our health needs. All vertebrates need the 90 essential micronutrients. We are all pretty much all those chickens in a coop, all those cows in a herd, and the like. We have the same requirements. The dairy cows, the beef cattle, the egg producing chickens, and the chickens that after 6 weeks get the and we eat baby chickens. um, we all have the same requirements according to body weight. If you're black or Eskimo or indigenous this country or uh, North European and Indian or whatever ethnicity, okay, we got the same requirements. All these genetic diseases out there, apparently, no, it's not. They're not genetic. Micronutrient deficiencies. If you don't understand that, if you don't want to accept that, don't give a shit. Go and believe what you have to believe. Invest in those biotech companies and lose your money. I'll invest in micronutrients and live 3 decades longer than yourself, perhaps, if you don't subscribe to what I suggest here. Yes, it's grandiose. Get off your high horse, all that sort of shite. I get it. I get it. And I'm less, I'm more convicted than Dave Sinclair's convictions on longevity, that's for sure. He's still stabbing in the dark. My stabbing in the dark is done. There's a few little stabs here with my oral care guinea pig status and protein. I'm benefiting from my, from my, what's the going rate? 2 grams per kilogram of body weight, or 1 gram per pound, in the old money. So I believe that that's a thing because I'm benefiting from it. So while Dave Sinclair has this platform, while still stabbing in the dark, well, I don't have a platform. Well, I attempt, and because my regimen isn't so sexy as his, does he even have a regimen? I don't think he does. I do. Let's see who lives longer. And what I always say with the gurus, let's compare notes in 30 years or pick a time. Let's see who comes up trumps. I believe it'll be me. Anyway, that's my attempt for today on reviewing another guru. Check out all the other gurus that I've reviewed. There was Dr. Egbert, the decathlete. I'm not sure if I did Dr. Sten yet. Huberman, Atia, Rhonda Patrick. I've done Judy Chow, a couple of others, and now Dave Sinclair. So, yes, Dave Sinclair, out of where's he rated from on a 5-point scale? He's a 1. 5 is the best. That's me. Closely followed would be Dr. Sten Ekberg and Judy, Dr. Judy. nutrition with Judy. They're closely behind me, but I'm the best, and I have even a less following. So be it. Let's compare notes in 30 years, shall we? That's it for now. For the 90% of people that view this for the first time and they think, what's this guy on? Look me up in 30 years if you're still alive. Bye-bye for now. Until the next time, bye-bye. Right. That's one episode down. Should I take a swig of water? Or should I just plough through into the next episode? Let's plough through in the next episode. So here I go. I'm just waiting for this to load. Let's see. Extreme bodies. After this loads. Oh no. Are you kidding me? This is what's happening now is the episode that I just did on Dave Sinclair. It's loading onto the Extreme Body Pursuit episode, which is what I'm trying to do now. What am I going to do? I'm going to try and save it somewhere else and then bring it back. How about that? So while I stuff around with that, how can I entertain the live people? All 0 of you. Right, what am I going to do here? Save. Trim. Rename. Edit. Oh dear, what am I going to do? Delete from episode. Oh no. What am I going to do here? Save. Add background music. No. Rename segment. No. Edit. Cancel. What am I going to do? People. Dave Sinclair. Far out. I'm an idiot. How am I going to entertain the live people? I'll go back into Extreme Body. Ooh. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Add. Let's go into the library. 3 minutes ago. Guess what? It saves onto the internet. So what I'll do now is go to the Dave Sinclair. This podcast platform, this Anchor, it knows how to stuff you up because you press on what you were working on and it goes to the next draft. What a shite that is. So I'm going to go back to Sinclair, right? Update. Okay. Extreme Body. I know. Add to Dave Sinclair. Add to episode. Let's see if it still holds on to that Dave Sinclair, which I just did. Wow. We went on to Dave Sinclair. Here we go. Here's a test. Hello, Steve here. Welcome to Real Health. Oh dear, who would have thought? Who'd have thunk? Who'd have realised? Who'd have studied for? Who'd have... Right. I've rescued myself, hey? Right. Delete. I'm going to delete the other one. That's meant for this upcoming episode. Dave Sinclair. Ooh, it's still there. I haven't lost it. Isn't that fantastic? Add the outro and publish. Publish. This is in action. I'm in action. Publish this episode. And published. It's published. Ah, it's so lovely. The great work I'm doing. That was episode number about 277. And now will be episode 278. So I've got the chronology going very well as well. So, extreme body pursuits. Here we go. Right, let's do this. Extreme body pursuits. How am I going to do this? You're about to find out. Right. And hello, Steve here. Welcome to Real Health. Oh dear, who'd have thought, who'd have thunk, who'd have realised, who'd have imagined, who'd have stumbled upon? That's me. I stumbled upon this Keto 44. Who'd have credentialed? Did I say that one? Who'd have researched about it? Did I say all this? I don't know. Part of my normal startup shtick. I stumbled upon this in 2020 from a podcast that was recorded in 2016. So I spent around 9,000 hours to get to that point, and I spent another 4,500 or so thousand hours to prove myself wrong. I'm not wrong yet. I am not wrong with the Keto 44. Keto, aim for 3/4, 80% plus. I'm now plus of your macros, your calories in keto. Part of my keto is 50%, well, it's probably 55, 60% now in fat calories. Ooh, fat calories. And yet so lean with 60% of my calories in fat. That's what keto is. That's what keto does. I'll take my face away from the screen, shall I? If you're eating from a trough, we're giving our animals grains from a trough. That's what we're pretty much doing when we eat our grains, our breads, our cereals, which are at the top of the food pyramid. No, at the bottom. Eat more of that, right? That should be eliminated. So keto, that's keto, right? To make sure you have enough protein and enough saturated fat, and therefore enough cholesterol to give you good mental health, good hormones, and longer life. Longer life. The first for the 44, just quickly for the one-off listeners, elimination of gluten, oils, sugars, nitrates and nitrates. I've got extended version of what that means in most other podcasts and episodes. I suggest you look into it a little bit further. Should I say it? Yeah, I'll bring in some of the nuances. Gluten means wheat, barley, rye, and oats gone with the oils. No burnt animal fat, no fried food, no oils in a bottle. No. Sugars, goes without saying, all the sweeteners out. Also, nearly eliminate, perhaps, your fruits. A bit of veg is fine. I'll probably have 3 serves of fruit each year, 6 serves of veg, and that's it. And that's what keeps my health and physique going. And nitrates, that's the new carcinogen in town. Get them out of your life. Worse than being obese, worse than smoking is the nitrates, mostly found in the processed meats. Right, the second for the 44, bring in those micronutrients, the 60 minerals that we require. 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 2 essential fatty acids, bringing up the 90 declared essential micronutrients. All vertebrates need it, for that matter, per kilo of body weight. If you don't get enough each day, that's when diseases come in. That's when we die at the average age of 78-ish. Less and less people per 10,000 are living to the age of 100. And that is because our micronutrient needs aren't being met. And we will now reach the point where we'll be burying our children if we don't subscribe to this micronutrients regimen that I suggest, that I stumbled upon, and proving to the world. Okay. So today, may as well reference what today's episode is supposed to be about. Will I stick on the subject? Don't know. Extreme bodies. Well, let me tell you. I've been touted as looking like an athlete. What do I do to look so fit, this and that? Well, considering, not much. Yes, I'm doing the Keto 44, which appears extreme. It's not extreme, it's easy as. We all need to be doing it. Yes, I do go to the gym. That's because I feel great and I'm passing by. So I may as well get 15, 20 minutes in there. 20 minutes now over the last 7 or 8 months. And because I'm not spending 2 hours in there, that's why my gains are very slight. But that's fine. I was looking okay before going to the gym too. And I'd like to suggest in today's episode the, what's it called? The extreme body pursuits. We see all these Instagram fitness influencers, all the ladies and the guys, the musculars, the booty people, and the lean and the skinny and the blah. As part of researching, I looked up extreme bodies, and what came up was piercings and pointy teeth and ear stuff happening. Tattoos and big balls and piercing. I'm not going to mention it because it was not pleasant in that image search. I was expecting to see extreme bodies in fit bodies. So today's extreme body thing is the whole fitness thing. And the guys, let's pick on the guys first, where get jacked and get ripped and get big, and you got to be 200 and something to be something, as in weight wise, pounds. I'm probably 204 or 5 pound myself, but I'm a touch over 6 foot as well, so it's not that hard to be 200 pound. I'm look how sort of slender and you can see the physique that I have, and I'm considered on the BMI scale. I'm considered overweight with a BMI of what is it, 27? It's around 27. Oh, well, there you go. I spent about 2.2 seconds with a BMI of about just under 24, and I was scrawny as hell. Bloody hell! I didn't want to be there, so I didn't actually try. I just sort of bounced off that low level. But yeah, so that's that extreme body. So you know how the ladies have like the extreme body thing with the anorexia and the bulimia and the yada yada yada, trauma this, such and such that, acceptance and bullied and all these reasons. Well, those jacked boys out there, those jacked men and the Tate brothers, which you got to be jacked, get in the gym, do push-ups. That's a form of body dysmorphia in itself, in my humble opinion. That's more humble versus my other opinions, which are robust. So if you're jacked and getting TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, and taking roids and taking many will say, oh, those supplements you're taking, that's all bloody body dysmorphia. Well, because it looks so awesome, it might be construed as fixated on body, this and that, but nah. If you spend like an hour in the gym plus each day, want to be jacked and all that, that's That's the female equivalent of eating disorders, guys, with the whole jacked look and be a man and this and that, just get in the gym and all that sort of thing. That's a form of body dysmorphia, okay? Sorry, I'm just going to approach the camera because I've got these notifications that just stay there and they don't disappear. So apologies. Right. So extreme bodies. That's the boys. Those fit-looking bodies. In referencing the guys, possible body dysmorphia. A lot of them with them overt muscularities and the like. And you hear the stories. I'll listen to a couple of fitness type podcasts. There's this guy, I forget his name, but more plates, more dates, steroid use and all that sort of thing. And that's body dysmorphia, man. Woo! That sort of route of extreme bodies with the fitness part of extreme bodies, yeah. You're not going to live too long if you take that to extremes as well. Many will think that I'm an extreme by having just keto, no fruit and veg, and taking all these pills and potions. Let's compare notes in 50 years. In my case, probably 30 years. If you're 50, let's see if you last another 30 years. I know I will, as long as I get access to my micronutrients. So if you're working out an hour, 90 minutes, 2 hours plus, I've heard these stories of 4 hours in the gym. Are you kidding me? You got body misformia. You got body body miss. Fuck. What's that word? Body misformia. Body misformia? Have I even got it right? Anyway, far out. Dysmorphia. Anyway, you got body dysmorphia, Jack, if you're spending more than 2 hours in the gym. Good luck on having a family life and having a fruitful home life and this and that when you're spending 2 hours plus in the gym. Are you kidding me? If it's your job and that sort of thing, if you're a personal trainer, yeah. There's this real mega fitness bodybuilding influencer and consultant, Wes Watson. At least he gets it over and done with. He's at the gym before 4 and he's out of the gym before 6. So in that respect, okay. But if you're a gym rat that through lunch hour, like 3 hours through lunch and all morning in the gym and all afternoon into the evening at the gym, you've got body dysmorphia, Jack. And with the ladies, Jill, you got body dysmorphia. If you're purging, if you're skinny plus getting a 6-pack. So there used to be this anorexia thing where it was all about the leanness. Now you have to have a bit of muscle tone and a 6-pack going. Fuck. Body dysmorphia. Dysmorphia with the ladies too. I did a whole episode on if you're going to be eating disorder, please don't die on us. At least take the micronutrients. So at least if you're going to go down that route with your body dysmorphia, well, at least take the micronutrients that I advocate here. My supplier is longevity. Yes, you can blame your past traumas and jail this and assault that and abuse that and PTSD cause of this and that. I get it. I don't understand because I haven't had trauma of some people's experience, of course. But let me tell you, there's a lot of people out there with the body dysmorphia which haven't had trauma and they are fixated on striations in their chest and pose and let's do competitions and eating and all the Tupperware containers, the hip thrusts and Instagram this and that. And I've got one Instagram post with the right lighting and all that, looking all sort of lean and ripped and that sort of thing. But um, I'm inadvertently 7.5% body fat. I'm not really striving for anything. It just happens. How about that? Just be shredded all the time. What's this bulking and then shredding and then like you go from having there was an example of this chap, Brad Lee, multi-millionaire, has a podcast, and he says, I wanted to get big and then get ripped. And when I put on, ate and worked out, I had this fat face. And it's not pleasant to be on that bulking phase if you use that as a thing, as a method to bulk up and then lean up and, muscular and this and that. Well, it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant, okay? I don't even think Arnold Schwarzenegger did much of the bulking where he's bulky to the point of being obese. He was just always in that, yes, we can say genes and this and that, but if you've seen some of the footage in the 70s of Arnold Schwarzenegger working out, he knew how to work out. Many people think that by taking the TRT and the steroids, that's all you need. Just take it and you'll be jacked. No, you still got to put in the work. There's these videos of Tom Platz, 1990s Olympia champion, and some of the insane workouts he was doing was body dysmorphia. And he's 70 plus now. Is he even 70 plus? He looks 70 plus. If he's not, well, he's aging disgracefully, and that's what athletes do. They will age disgracefully. Even my peers of the times when I used to do triathlon a couple of decades ago, I see them now, and they are aging very disgracefully. I don't do triathlon. I don't do endurance sports, and I'm aging much more gracefully than them. Let me tell you. Whoa. Sorry, guys, if you're listening to this and you're my peers from 20 years ago competing in triathlon, you're doing shite. Sorry, guys. Yes. Extreme bodies. What more with my life, people? I was thinking, I'm not prepared. What am I going to do? I think I've done all right for 17 minutes. I've done okay. I'm running out of steam, though. So, the whole extreme body thing, be happy in your body dysmorphia. Yes, I'm vain. I don't think I'm dysmorphic. I do have, and the thing that really got me onto this regimen that I'm on, which I advocate for and I'm very convinced about with longevity as well as looking good and being healthy, is that what pricked me towards it was the whole idea of obesity is just a micronutrient deficiency. And now I've had a extreme body of being obese, of having something like a BMI of 45, plus being almost double my body weight now to being the way I am now, and I'll probably get another few decades out of this system, this body. And I just stumbled upon it. And we have all these well-learned, these credentialed, and the research people and the scientific people, this and that, and they're going to live much younger than me. And let me tell you what I've stumbled upon with this Keto 44. It's not that much of a outside or outlying scientific. Yes, it is scientific. It's not just this this faith thing that I'm on, this stupid idea, this naturopathic thing I'm on. There's a lot of science there, but it's not sexy enough. Body dysmorphic people, we think it's sexy to restrict and to restrict calories and to exercise and to be jacked and ripped and skinny and athletic and this and that. That's old school. if you don't understand what causes our obesity, keto 44. If you don't understand that it's micronutrient deficiency, which is going to I've heard this stat, this Cheryl Sherry Shear. Anyway, a surname of Shear. She's quite popular on something like 250,000 subscribers, followers, or whatever on Insta. She pulled out a stat just recently. I heard by 2025, half the world's population will be obese. We were worried about hunger. We have to worry about the obesity. You know, obesity is only 25 pounds overweight. That's what obese is. How about that? Let's see how much longer Arnold Schwarzenegger lives. Sylvester Stallone, Tom Platz. I saw a Google News thing. This 91-year-old ex-bodybuilding champion still alive. You know, scrolling down. Where is he? They only show him winning in the 60s or whatever it was, or 50s. I'm not quite sure, but they don't show him now. So that's odd. You should show how a person looks now. Ronnie, there's a Ronnie, someone in the 90s, or even early in this millennia, almost dying, and he was in a hospital bed, and that's been doing rounds, but he's looking okay. He's back to looking okay. So I've covered the bodybuilders. Some of the Jane Fonda, they show this Jane Fonda thing endorsing this cosmetic thing, and there's a balloon, and she hits the balloon, and it wasn't pretty. She's an octogenarian. She's doing better than most, being a fitness guru and the like in the 70s and 80s, but let's see if she gets into her 90s and beyond. I don't think so, but let's see. Her head isn't out there too much, so she's probably shut up shop. I don't know, with Jane Fonda. That's it. I'm running out of steam. I run out of steam to the point where I can't even think of a good summary. So there you go. I'll attempt a summary. Those extreme bodies, the jacked versus the slim versus the six-pack versus this and that. Body dysmorphia. If you don't understand the micronutrients complex, you won't understand in how to keep lean and live longer. Don't be surprised if at some point, I've discovered this, at some point these stats come out that ex-pro athletes, gym influencers, fitness influencers on Instagram and the like, their life expectancies are lower than the, I often say the Cheeto eating, Netflix watching, smoking, couch sitting Westerner. They have a lower life expectancy than that demographic, which I just mentioned. I'm not going to try it again. Yes, I will. Cheeto eating, Netflix watching, smoking, couch sitting Westerner. Anyway, that was the attempt gone again. So don't be surprised if some of those stats come out at some point where I know I've seen some of these stats. Life insurance companies understand that ex-pro athletes don't live as long as the normal population. They don't know why it's happening. They can assume bad lifestyle choices, post-retirement, this and that, and drug use, yada yada, accidents, they're risk takers, and beyond all those excuses. When you're an athlete, when you're a gym rat, when you're fitness influencing, if you don't supplement right, if you don't digest, absorb, and get daily dependable supply of your micronutrients, you won't last as long as the Cheeto eating, couch sitting, Netflix watching, smoking Westerner. That's all for now. Until the next time, hopefully. Bye-bye. It feels like a marathon effort. I'm going to say goodbye even to the live people. I can't give you any more value because I'm stuffed. Right. See you later, live people as well. Oh, 1 hour. I've done well. I missed